Hello, everyone, and welcome to All About Japan by Sosro Education. So, this is the third episode of this podcast, and today we are about to dive into the Genesis experience. For context, Genesis is a program conducted by Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs that allows a selected number of young people to visit Japan as cultural ambassadors. This year, I had the great honor of being one of them. And for this particular episode, I'm extremely delighted to host three of my fellow participants. We have mostly discussed about our experiences, and again in the future, we will create another episode regarding the process of application. So today we have Neha from Dehradun. Currently, she is pursuing her career in psychology at Doon University, but she also has a keen interest in Japanese language. We have Tushar from Triple ITTM Jabalpur. He is studying computer science and technology. And now we have the final guest, Mahatma. He is from Assam. He is doing the pre-research for his PhD in economics. But beside this, he is a poetry reader and actor as well. So, before diving into the episode directly, I have one last thing to mention. Shostra Education is about to start new batches from January 2025 of Japanese language courses. So, anyone who is willing to start learning the language can enroll in any level from level 5 to level 1. I must mention 3 points regarding our courses. One, we do have good curriculum and great teachers, so it will make you learn it. Second, our courses are having online evening classes, so no matter where you are after your entire day of work, you can attend the classes. And third, but the most important point is that if you miss any class, or if you feel that you need to clear some doubt, you need to understand a point again, you can always refer to the recorded sessions. So if you are interested, go to the description box and enroll for a demo live class. That's completely free. You will learn more about it.
It was legit like a dream come true for me because I imagined going to Japan, but I never imagined it to be in 2024 or with some random people out of nowhere. So it was really like a dream come true, and I enjoyed it the most, like the best memory of my life, I would say.
Same.
I was
What
not
about
even.
the
I was not even. I don't even dream of Japan. Okay. At the time of no, seriously, like my professor told me, you have to apply for some program that is Genesis, and I don't
Mhm.
know Genesis is all about Japan or something. You believe
Okay.
me because I did not research, so I thought it was for Bangladesh or something because one of no, seriously, it's not funny. Yeah, it is funny. I know because
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
my friend told me, okay, it's for Bangladesh or something. So I was like, okay, yeah. So and after that, I have just applied for it, and then oh, it's for Japan. And I was like, oh, I mean, this is really
No,
happening. So it was kind of dream. And I can you can express in like one or two sentence. Like 1 hour, it's not enough. So
exactly.
definitely, this is something we are really. It's a wonderful experience.
Okay, okay. And what about Tushar?
Yeah, for me, it was like I was waiting for this program since my second semester because, like, I came to know about this program from one of my college seniors. And since then, I have been preparing for this program because it's like for me, I have to score good CPI to get selected for this program. So
Okay.
I was very passionate about it. And after getting the chance to come to Japan, like, it was mind blowing. I was flabbergasted and I enjoyed it a lot. Like it's like I feel like a family with all of you. And the day we met, it was like we were all strangers, but now it feels like we are all a good team together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you mentioned that you had to score some great marks. So
Yeah.
I would like to know because for all of us, the selection process for Genesis was different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now in this podcast, what we will try to understand what is the process for different in
Mm,
different ways. Okay. So you mentioned that you had you had to score more than some marks.
mm.
So how was that selection process for you?
So in my college, it's like that. First, I have to get nominated for this program.
Okay.
So the nominations are by the academic heads or professors.
Okay.
So we have four branches over here, and according to the strength, each branch gets a nomination of 6 to 4 members. So in my branch, there were six nominations, and selection were out of six. There were only three people who get selected for this program. And for the other branches, like there is EC, SM, and mechanical. They had two or no selection each. So like it's a weird case in my college. In other colleges also, people get nominated based on their application, but I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why in my college there is a nomination basis. And like Rolly ma'am was mentioning, it's a good idea because of the nominations, the amount of raw applications get less, so it's easier for her to select the participants.
Mm. So that three people, they were selecting three people on basis
Yeah,
of marks. Okay.
yeah. First of all,
Understand.
like we got six of the toppers from our branch got selected,
Mm.
and then we had similar interview and article rounds.
Okay, that article round and the interview was same for all of us. But before that, you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
reach that point, you had to be
Mhm.
selected, and those that selection process was done by your professors
Yeah,
based on your marks. Okay,
yeah.
right. So now it is the case for the science and technology stream, like
Mhm.
those people who are coming from that background. But what
Mhm.
about others like for Mahatma or for Neha?
Okay, in my case, like one of my professor named Indranil Bhomik. Okay,
Okay.
so he was my guide for my dissertation. So we have to submit one dissertation for masters, and it was my dissertation was about the Assamese mobile theatre industry and its economics. Okay, so after completion of my masters, so he just, I mean, all for all our masters student. Okay, he just uh, asked to submit one PPT about India Japan relation, like within
Okay.
500 words. Okay,
Okay.
so we
Okay.
have to submit it within, I think, 1 day or something, and then I worked for that PPT for whole night. Yeah, that was true. Like
Right.
I did not sleep, and at the morning 5 a.m. I just submit that PPT, and within 6 or something, he just reply, "Okay, you just apply for this." Then so this was the process. So we have to submit one PPT within 500 words. That was about India-Japan relation, like potential economic and political, diplomatic, whatever it is. This is a relationship about India-Japan. So that's it. That was
So around how many people
in
submitted? Yeah, in
uh,
your university. Yes.
in my university. Like it's from economics department only. Okay,
Okay.
like from our department, because he's our department professor. Like maybe almost 10, 12 or something. Yeah.
Great. So you were that one out of those 10. So is something this happened for other departments as well in your university or only
No,
for that
no, no, no.
economics?
Only for this economics.
Okay. 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 So what about Neha? Like,
Okay, so I guess mine would be the most obvious one because I had no guidance. I had I didn't have someone to tell me what Genesis was. It was my own research. I researched it on my own key. I needed a scholarship because I wanted to go and explore Japan. So I just searched and searched, and I guess I even gave up at a point. I because I thought, no, I don't think I have something for myself because I don't have science. I don't have anything. I just have my Japanese.
hmm,
So then out of nowhere, I got to know about Genesis in, I guess, February. And then I searched about it. Then I got to the AFS website. So at that time, it was key application for 2023 is closed. And for 2024, it will be soon released. And then I looked into the requirements. I was like, yes, I am eligible enough to apply. So I should apply. So I then emailed Roli ma'am that I want to enroll. So from when it is, and then I had I guess 10 to 15 calls to the AFS office itself that I want to go. Please tell me when is it, how to do it, and everything. So I was so curious. Then when the application came, The next day I started applying. So for me, it was the whole process. I had to do it on my own. So
Hmm.
I guess the first step was the Google form, and then I submitted it. Then came the interview round. I was like, okay, maybe I'll do it. There were 12 people. So I had Kundan San. Actually, I contacted him through LinkedIn only.
Okay.
In his bio, it was written that Genesis applicant he
Hmm.
was.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, I texted him, what is this? What is this about? So he really helped me a lot to tell how to fill the health form and everything. Then came the interview round. I was like, okay, out of 12, maybe only one or two will not get selected. I will get selected. But still, I was so confused and everything. And finally, everything was done. So for me, it was a really long process and I wasn't even sure. So yeah,
So it was like for you, you applied independently, right?
completely.
Okay. So for Mahatma and Tushar,
Yeah.
so it's like you guys were applied from your universities.
Yes.
But for
Yes.
Neha, it's like she applied it independently.
Independently.
Mhm.
So today I will not talk about myself because mine is same thing. I applied independently, but mine is like there are I am from that working professional category, but you are from that student category. So
Mhm.
I want to focus in that student thing right now. Okay.
Mhm.
So I would like to know for those who will be watching this one. So
Mhm.
how was those interviews? Like they will get to know something. This is interesting, you know.
No, Hirak, like for interview, like I
Mhm.
was so confused because I don't know anything about Japanese and Japanese language. Like I know
Mhm.
only arigato and sumimasen. Okay, that that is the thing I know. Like
Okay.
then my professor told me you just try to learn some basic Japanese. Even the interesting thing is I have selected for that interview, but I did not know that I got that email. Okay, my
Mm.
professor called me like after 2 days that I got the email. So, like, hey, you are not selecting. Oh, sorry, you are not getting that email. I said no, sir. You don't want to go to Japan? I'm like, sir, seriously? Oh, then I say, oh, I got that email. Like, so that's the thing. And then I have prepared for Japanese language from YouTube only. Okay, so
Okay.
like some of the basic. Then
Just the basic words, like initial
yeah,
words.
yeah, yeah, yeah. In
Okay,
but in
understand.
interview, like even he knows some of the basic Japanese,
Mm.
and like if he uses presence of mind, and definitely he can clear it. Yeah,
Mm. So your point is like the basic things, the
Mm.
presence of mind. That is
Yeah, yeah,
point one.
definitely.
Okay. So what could we get from Neha-san? Like that should be the point B.
I guess they were looking for really the ones who really wanted to go and street smart people, like Mahatma San
Mm.
said, street smart, because they were looking for that. They were asking those questions. For example, they asked me that, let's say you know Japanese,
Mm.
but you are asking someone something in Japanese, but they're not able to understand. So what will you do? So I
Mm.
said that I'll accept that they are not understanding and I'll try. If they are saying that please say it in English, I will say it in English, but of course later I'll look into where I was wrong and I'll correct myself there so that it doesn't happen again. So I guess they were looking for that thing only about acceptance and the presence of mind, like you said.
Mm. Okay. So we will grab those points, these points for our viewers. Okay. So what is the point from Tushar?
So for me, it was really different from the 2 points you guys gave. Like
Whatever you
for
want
me,
to say.
yeah,
Mm.
it was like I can take the interviewer wherever I want. For science and technology, I guess they don't focus much on the Japanese aspect
Mm.
because
Definitely.
initially they asked me about like what is my interest and what I do in my college.
Mm.
So, like, my answer was that I am a science and technology student and I prefer to do cybersecurity and AIML. So,
Mm.
the second question they asked me, what is cybersecurity?
Mm.
So, after that, they asked how my interest to Japanese culture developed.
Mm.
So, like, I was sure I wouldn't be answering anime over there because I found that it will be like little unserious.
Hmm.
So the second aspect I like most about Japanese culture is the samurai culture,
Mm.
specifically the Miyamoto Musashi era. So I
Yeah.
was bit. familiar with the history also. So I
Okay.
recited a bit of history and some of the prominent fights that Miyamoto Musashi had, like with Sasaki Kojiro, and then
Those
referenced a
clan
small,
wars.
yeah. And so only one student among us like had a proper Japanese interview.
Okay.
So it was
So
like
that
whatever you
person
tried.
knows
Yeah,
Japanese.
yeah.
Okay.
She was preparing for Japanese. Like she was thinking that it will be a Japanese interview.
I see.
So like we all guys prepared from Duolingo only. We didn't have any other background. So like she had a great interview, and I was sure she would be selected because she was talking about the Japanese gods and all, and I was
Hmm.
like, I don't know anything about it. So she was really like answering those guys what they wanted to hear about Japanese, and
Hmm.
they were very much interested by her interview. And the rest of our students like had a scientific background interview only, I would
Hmm.
say.
Okay.
So
So
in
what could
science
be
and
that?
culture,
Yeah, yeah, please.
it's like how you take the interviewer. You can carry him like if you want to have a scientific conversation, it's okay. Otherwise, you can take him for a Japanese culture also.
Okay, so either you can show your respect towards science and technology, that you are, extremely rooted to these things, or you can show that you are
Yeah,
interested in the culture of Japan as well.
yeah,
So that is that thing you are talking about, or that thing like take your interviewer to the
mm,
place you desire to.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. I think those people, next year who are going next year, I don't know.
I
So they
think
will
Hero,
watching
can
this.
I say something?
Yeah, please, please.
I think Hirak actually like Tushar said, he's from science and technology, and we are from language and
Yeah.
culture. So basically,
Mm,
they will. I just want to say for the audience, okay, who will next
Mhm.
apply for Genesis or something. So they will look for if someone is really interested to do something,
mm,
okay, like not just as a trip, like I will go to Japan and
Mm.
enjoy and like go to
mm,
Tokyo Street or something. Like
Yeah.
they will do something in future really or not. That will, I mean, they will look for
mm,
this only. Okay. So even
Okay.
in
yeah,
my case also, they have asked like, why do you want to go? So that is the main question. Why do you want to go?
Exactly.
So we cannot say like anyone cannot say no. I just want to know
mm,
about Japan. I just want to go enjoy and shopping and all. No, that is not the question. The answer to this question will be the main. I mean main thing. So I have my answer like I want to pursue my PhD from Japan that I have mentioned like 1,000 times like till now even in front of you guys. So
Mm.
I'm too much clear that okay I want to go to Japan. I want to learn like about the culture, like how they can incorporate their culture through the medium of entertainment into marketing strategy, like relating to economics. So that is what I want. So each and everyone, like in case of Neha, in case of Tushar, or even you have some motive like okay
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
learn this basic thing, okay this something,
Mm.
and in interview we have showed that thing. That's why you are, I mean you all are selected, okay. So I think that's the thing. Like, what do you? Why do you want to go to Japan? You just prepare that answer very perfectly, like very clearly. Like, okay, I want to go because of this thing. I mean, that's it,
Mm.
and you will get selected.
The motive has to be very
Yeah,
clear.
yeah,
The
yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
Because even after we got selected, we were still questioned. Like we had to give the future action plan
Yes, yes.
because
Mm.
they are sponsoring lakhs and lakhs on us.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
they want something in return, and they only want one thing in return, that is the growth of Japan and the spread of Japanese culture. So we need to have that motivation and that ambition that yes, we are invested in Japanese culture, Japanese everything, and we are willing to promote it.
Yes.
Mm. So Mahatma has picked a very great point actually, that it's our motive that we have to show to those people.
mm,
Like we
Mhm.
are really, really enthusiasts, not just because we want to go to have some fun, but we have something which is actually meaningful, purposeful.
yeah,
So Mahatma, I heard you that you are now a kind of person who is willing to go to Japan to
Yeah.
pursue PhD. Am
Yes.
I right?
Yes. Mhm.
So how it came to your mind after visiting to Japan, that point you have to go to Japan to pursue the further studies.
So yeah, actually, it's after knowing about Genesis. So I have searched about Japan, okay, only after knowing about Genesis.
Okay.
And I got to know about MEXT, okay, MEXT scholarship.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, this is very interesting. I mean, so much opportunities they are like they are paying so many, I mean, yen or something. So this is for all international students, okay. So then my interest is really pursuing. Actually, sorry, am I audible? I mean, I can
Yeah,
hear
you were
you.
properly
Oh,
audible. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So my interest is like doing research on entertainment industry economics. Okay. So basically, for now, I'm doing research on performing arts, like theater industry, not basically
Yeah.
the movie macroeconomics. So
Mhm.
for movie, it was like production, like that job market. It's a huge thing. So right now, like I am doing research on this theater industry, like drama and all the orchestra. So in my place in Assam, we have some different kind of theater industry. Like we used to go to different places. Okay,
Mm.
not uh, like it's not a building or something that where you will visit and watch a drama. It's like they used to make the stage and all. They took all the thing to somewhere, and it's like village and all these things. So it's
Mhm.
different. So after knowing about Japan, I was like, okay, why not? I mean, why I will not do something so that my research will get a global touch. Okay,
Mm.
and I have then I have searched about Japan theater industry, and
Okay.
I got to know this is very interesting. Like in their education system, you know, their children they used to go to the theater from the age of 6 or something, and they
Yeah.
have their course or something. So this is very interesting. So I got to know about those theater industry.
Mm.
Even you'll definitely know because I took help from you to go to that.
Yeah, the drama house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that theater house or performing arts
Yeah.
house.
Mm.
So actually, that is the thing where I was very excited to
Mm.
give my research a global touch so that I
Okay.
can go to Japan. I can do research on those kabuji, like no drama and this,
Kabuki.
uh, yeah, kabuki or something.
Mm. Mm.
So that this will like as a whole, this will give a global touch to my research paper, and that's the thing. Actually.
Mm. So it was like a motivation to make it
Ah,
larger,
yeah,
to make it
yeah,
broader.
yeah.
So
Yes,
why
yes,
not? Why you are going to be limited in India only when you can go to broader aspects of
yes, yes.
Japan
And
internationally?
actually, another thing, like while doing my dissertation, I had a brief literature review, and I have find very few regarding this theater industry. But
Mm.
at that time, I did not study of theater industry of Japan because I don't know.
Okay.
I was not interested.
Mm.
And but after knowing about Genesis, I have researched about Japan theater industry. It was like, oh, there are so many that I can go and I can do research. So that gave me some motivation that okay, I can go to Japan. I mean, increase my research area or something. So that's the thing.
Mm. It's very interesting and inspiring as well. Like those people who are watching will be watching, so they
Yeah.
will know that they can cherish Japan, and
Mhm.
after the cherishing, they can go to Japan for their further
Yeah.
studies. It's a great point.
And
And yeah,
seriously, if
please.
someone will go to Japan, like me and others, we were working
Ah,
in the
yeah, please.
Tokyo street,
Mm.
and
Mm.
Ades Lo, he is one of my our Genesis participant for
Yeah.
all the audience. I'll just say his
Mm.
name. So in Japan, it's Akihabara or something, right? Akihabara, am I
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was in Akihabara, and me and Ades, we were like walking, and he was like, "Bro, I want to live my life. I want to come back to Japan. I just want to live my life." So
Yeah.
that's the thing. If someone will go to Japan, he will definitely want to go back to Japan. That's for sure.
Mm. Yes.
So yeah,
The similar thing happened with me and Hirak-san as well. 5 a.m. Tokyo, I was like, okay, we are finally free. I want to experience Japan. And we were like, okay, no one can stop us. Let's go.
yes, yes.
So we went. Yeah.
So now, how you feel Neha, after that 5M Tokyo? Like,
I
has it
felt freedom,
transformed you?
and after coming back, I feel like I want to go again. So that's the thing Japan does to, I guess, everyone, and for the
Definitely.
coming participants as well, and for, I guess, even someone who just goes for traveling to Japan. Once you go to Japan, you can never forget it, and you'll always have that craving to go back.
Right. Mm.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
what is happening to me. I really want to go back again.
And for your professional life, this was like your a dream to go back to Japan again. It has intrigued that interest
Mhm.
within all of us. So now, what about your professional point? That from a view of professional aspects, like I have learned a lot of things. How kind they are, how serious they are.
Mm.
Mahatma and for me, we had a very experience in a hotel. That they know how to aid people, how to help people. So what about you? After that, I realized coming back to India, I went to a restaurant and I felt like it could be
Mm.
better because we
Yeah.
have tasted that thing. So now I want that, okay, I can, bring that seriousness to my professional life. So
Yeah.
is there anything like that you have learned from Japan and the people of Japan?
I would also like to share a small incident. Like
Okay.
one day in the Tokyo hotel, I was clicking a selfie of mine, and like the background was very nice, so I was clicking a lot of selfies. And out of nowhere, a receptionist came and asked me if he could click my photo
No.
for me. So I was like shocked. First of all, I said, told him "arigato gozaimasu," and like, okay, no, I have, I'm done. No need to click many more picture of mine. But like inside, I was very shocked that how could can someone who doesn't even know about me ask me to take a photo of mine? So like I thought about it after a while that why the people over here are so humble, and in India why it can't be similar.
Yeah.
So like I miss it a lot. If I could see a fraction of that humbleness in Indian people, I guess it will be very good. So
I,
I would like to like share my experience and request Indian people to be little more humble in their character and have some humility.
I would also like to add, like, as a girl, for me, I went alone for the first time in a
Mm.
strange country, but I never even felt a bit of scared. Like, even we went out in night as well, right? 10:30, 10, or in the morning. I did not feel like someone was watching me. And even in Tokyo, there were hundreds of people walking, right? But no one was
Mm.
bothered about me or watching me. And if I talked to someone, they were so sweet and they were like, because if Hirak-san remembered, like I used to go away to find
mm,
my own things, right? And
yeah,
I
yeah,
used
yeah.
to lost my way. I used to lost
Every single
so
day, so you'll be lost.
so much, and I used to get scared. I mean, people outside the restaurants, they were smoking as well, big men, like around 30, 40. And I used to go to them and ask where this is, and they used to very politely tell me, okay, this is there. I never even for 1 second felt scared. But in India, it's totally opposite. I cannot even go outside my house after it's dark. I'm so scared. And I live in near army area, okay? But I still am so scared about it. But in Japan, I never felt scared. Even if it was dark, even if it was crowded, even if the lanes were quiet, nothing. So the people are so great there, and I really miss that as well.
So it's a great thing about Japan. Uh, I hope we'll make our nation like this as well. It's our responsibility.
Yeah.
So now it's about our experience. Now, like, let's talk about Genesis. Okay,
Mm.
particularly this program. Okay, because in our action plan. So, anybody would like to mention about action plan? What is action plan to those people who are watching? What is action plan? Anybody wants to tell? Like, Neha
Yeah.
sir? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, please.
Neha can say. Yeah.
Okay.
Please, Neha.
So, since they have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs funded us for the scholarship, they want something in return. So, future plan is basically the whole two categories, the theme A and theme B, together the 12 and 12 students would make a plan about what they'll be doing in the future since they have visited Japan now. how were their experiences, what were their experiences, but the main thing is what we will be doing together or on individual basis to increase the knowledge of Japan to the Indian people, to our surrounding, or even to let other people explore what Japan is, or to promote basically the program that is Genesis, and to promote Japan so that more people are aware. And it's basically our own point of view, or our own ideas that how we can do it. So
Exactly.
that was the future action plan, where theme A and theme B together, not together, I mean theme A
Mm.
as a whole and theme B as a whole, we created a plan what we'll be doing, and it would be rechecked after 6 months, I guess, that
Exactly.
how
Yes.
far we have come and what we really have done, because they have funded us, so they want something in return, and they only want one thing is in return, that is the promotion of Japan.
Okay. So it is like it's our responsibility to to share this thing, because if more of us know this thing, so there will be possibilities that more students from India will go outside of India and they will experience it. So it's kind of the thing that it's on us right now, that we share these things to others. Okay. Now
The
I
main
remember.
reason, yeah,
Hmm.
sorry. The main reason also why Japan is promoting so much of foreign students and
Hmm.
everyone is because their own population. Because
Exactly.
they have a lot of old population, and the young population, they are either suiciding or they are not having enough children. So because Japan is slowly, there was like a survey or something or an article where they were saying that if the same situation remains in Japan, after few years Japan would get abolished, like it will all get over, because there is no population, only old or the the adults who are not
Hmm.
marrying or having children,
The
because they're
birth
so
rate
much
is
well
very,
into the
yeah,
work.
very poor. Yeah.
So this is one of the reason why they are promoting so much.
And we really don't want it to be happen. Okay, so that's why we're
Hmm.
doing. And I think this is the part of future plan, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, we have already started, and so thanks
Exactly.
to Hirak.
No, no, it's okay.
Mm,
So
mm.
I had to do it because I want other people, like, they know this thing and they go to Japan and experience
Yeah.
the land of rising sun by their own. Okay, desperately want that thing. Like Mahatma, I know that in your place you were like, you you're saying that you would write things of Japanese culture in your own drama, so
Yeah.
that Assamese language and the people of Assam will know more about the culture of Japan.
Yes. Yes.
That's a great thing. Okay, so a lot of things are there, and we have heard of memories. Like one, what is the memory of Neha? I would like to ask you. Like I heard
About
of this and Mahatma. Like
memory of
one memory
Japan,
that you will cherish, after this Genesis. Yes.
I guess it would be meeting you all, because I never imagined. Because when I got to know, okay, 20, 23 other people would be there, how would I do? Because I'm not really a sociable person until and unless I'm comfortable. But I guess for day one, and once we landed, after just as soon as we landed, we connected. And this was the only thing, because I never imagined talking to Mahatma San, he's from Assam, talking to Chasi San, he's from Nagaland. I never imagined talking to you or even Ishmeet. I never imagined it. So connecting to a lot of people also, I was the youngest.
Mm.
So I used to be the most childish of all. And to see that even, I guess it was more of the thing that I would cherish is I got to even know about the Indian culture together, the diversity of India, because we all belong
Yes.
from different states, right? So I got to know about the diversity of India while exploring the culture of Japan. So this was like a blast of knowledge for me. So this is what I'll cherish the most, knowing people, talking to people.
So I think this is the beauty of Genesis, like accumulating India from different
Right.
places, right?
Yeah.
Like Mahatma. So
No.
everybody is from different places, and then we're going together. It's a great thing. So, uh, how now how you will suggest to other people to come to this program or go to Japan?
Tushar want to add something, I think.
Mm.
Tushar-san, those are,
Yeah.
please.
Uh, like, would you like me to talk about your question or about
No,
share my
whatever you
experience.
like how you suggest this program
Yeah.
that you can go to
So
Japan.
so in one word, Japan is amazing. You should go there. There is no doubt in that. And regarding this Genesis program, I guess everyone should give it a try. There is no negative aspect of it. Like it's completely sponsored by MOFA, so it's a wonderful opportunity. And
Yeah,
one of the moment that feels great is when we all were standing in the Indian embassy in Tokyo.
Wow.
that's what actually that's the point I was about to
Mm.
mention. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So like it was amazing. See, it feels very powerful standing over there and representing India. Like we 24 students were representing whole India over there. So it's a
Exactly.
great experience. And like, why don't you give it a try? I would say to the aspiring Genesis scholarship students that there is no loss in this. You should give it a try. And even if you don't get selected, you get to know about the Japanese culture, and maybe in future you get a chance to go there. So like it's a wonderful opportunity. And I also as a student never thought that I will get the great opportunity to get selected in this program. So like it was mind blowing.
Yeah, so best part is, as Tushar has already mentioned, the Indian embassy. Okay, so
Right.
it,
Yeah.
I mean, so this is a program which is fully full funded. Okay, full funded scholarship, 100% scholarship program. So that is the best thing. First one. Second point is, so we were Indian embassy. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So we
Yeah.
went to Indian embassy. Like even if we go to Japan again, we'll not get that opportunity to go to the embassy and sitting
Correct.
on that round table interaction with
Exactly.
that Indian ambassador. So that is something. I mean, we have to remind on our mind. Okay. So Genesis has given the best opportunity. So we went to Indian embassy. We had an interaction with delegate person of MOFA,
Mm.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs person,
Exactly.
and we had the opportunity to share our future plan in front of those
Mm.
MOFA delegates person. So this
Exactly.
is something really interesting. I mean, anyone should apply for Genesis because you will not get this opportunity even if you go to Japan by your own expenses or something.
Exactly.
Even if I will go to Japan next year or something or whatever, everyone, this will be very difficult to go to embassy, okay, sit there and had an interaction with those
Those. Yeah.
respectful persons, right?
Exactly.
So that is my second point. That is the base point.
And there is one point as well. Like I know Madma will just love it that the University of Tokyo.
Yeah, oh yeah, sir. Yeah, I just forgot. I just forgot. I was about to mention, yes.
Yeah, the University of Tokyo. You will
Yes.
also be able to cherish. You will also go there, share your experience. So it's another,
Go
great
to
things.
Tokyo University and give your introduction in front of the professor of Tokyo University. So
Mm,
this is something different.
So
Yeah.
Genesis gives you the professional aspect of your Japan living as well as the cultural aspect where we visited the temples as well as the fun aspect when we used to get the free time.
mm.
That is the
So
Free
perfect
time.
time.
Genesis
Yeah.
exactly because Genesis is something which I guess legit once in a lifetime opportunity because we'll never go again in Genesis, right? We got
Exactly.
the opportunity, we experienced the embassy, which was really a proud thing because
Mm,
no one can go.
Yeah.
Then we went to the University of Tokyo as a whole group where we had the time and chance to interact with the professor. And then when we met the MOFA delegate, we
exactly.
can never like in individually we can never imagine it, right?
Mm,
So Genesis gave us that opportunity that is once in a lifetime and it won't happen again. So it is
exactly.
really something
Yeah.
one should aspire while applying for Genesis, and really they should because you never get this opportunity.
Mm, yeah. So anything, Tushar, you want to add?
Yeah. Also, we should remember we are getting two more tags: AFS alumni and Genesis alumni.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
important.
Yeah.
yeah,
And we got
And
the
there are,
cultural ambassador tag because everywhere anyone asked me why you're going to Japan, I was like, I'm going as a cultural ambassador. And they were like, oh my God, wow, you're going on a
yeah,
very good tour. You're not just going for traveling, you're going as a cultural ambassador for
Exactly.
yep,
India to
yep,
Japan. So it is
yeah.
a very big thing.
yeah,
So we have had, the experience we all had. I am very grateful to have you guys here. Like I went to Japan with you. Mahatma is my roommate. I
Yeah,
when I was my first flight to Japan was with Tusasan. He was sitting next right
yeah,
to me, and he was he's from he knows Bengali as well. So we're discussing about a lot of things, which is regarding Japan, which is not regarding Japan. So
yeah,
I'm grateful. And then Neha is here as well. And those people who are not here, I miss those guys because it's very, it's a 1 hour podcast. So I just can't accommodate all the people together to hear all of our opinions. So I have to do another session, another podcast on this particular one, that how it was for you, how it changed you, and what you are going to do after the Genesis one. Okay. So I think it's the time to wrap this up.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you everyone for joining. It's I'm very happy to see you actually, honestly.
No, I should be, we should be thankful to you, bro. I think
yeah.
because uh, you invited us and like uh, gave us the opportunity to share our experience, and so it's really nice of you. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you, Mahatma, for your kind words. Okay.
Yeah, it was a great experience sharing my Genesis experience again with you guys and helping the future aspirants in their journey also. So it was wonderful time, and I will really appreciate this opportunity you gave me. Arigato gozaimashita.
It was really great connecting with you guys again. It was as if we are again together and it felt
Exactly.
really good. It's so nostalgic. So good. Thank you,
So
Hirak-san.
Thank you,
thank you.
Stresha Education.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is the kind of thing like I try to connect to people like to share anything which is related to Japan
Mm.
mostly. So it could be from a cultural aspect, it could be from a professional aspect. That the last podcast was about the interpretation, how the interpretation. Yeah, the
I
last
saw your
one.
Interpretation.
podcast. I
Okay.
saw your podcast. It was on YouTube,
I
Thank
saw
maybe.
you.
that too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Hirak, can I say something at last, like about Japan? Like,
Yeah, please,
I
please.
was, I was, I mean, I have, I was like, okay, let's do something at on the last day of our hotel. I have write something. Okay, I was writing something, but it was not complete. That's why I did not like read. I mean, whatever it is, okay, just leave it. So now I just want to say something, okay, about Japan.
Please,
So
please.
they say, uh, okay, let me. They say Japan was made by a sword. An old god dipped a core blade into the ocean, and when they pull it back, four perfect drops fell back into the sea. That became the land of the rising sun. I say Japan was made by full of handful brave men. Japan was Japan only because of its people. And there are many. I will not read all the things, but these are the few sentences I just want to add. I mean, this was so something I felt it. Okay, because Japan is Japan only because of its people. So if we want to make India like Japan, so we have to make
Mhm.
our youth, I mean, our people like Japanese people. So that's the
Yeah,
thing. Yeah, that's it.
It's great. Like the first you start with that mythological thing,
Mm,
that
Yeah,
how Japan
yeah.
was made, and you turn that into something else to
mm,
recent days situation. It's great.
yeah. I
yeah,
have something more, but because of the time constraint, I will not take
No, you can read it. You can recite it entirely.
Seriously, I can.
Yeah. You can, please
Okay,
please recite.
okay, okay. Then I have to see my. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start from first. Is it okay?
From the beginning, it will just come up with that entire emotion.
Okay. They say Japan was made by a sword. An old god dipped a cold blade into the ocean, and when they pulled it back, four perfect drops fell back into the ocean, and that becomes the land of the rising sun, Japan. I say Japan was made by a full of handful brave men. 12th November 2024. Since I have left my country, 15 November, I was weeping. I was weeping like a child as I was overwhelmed by this opportunity. My father always told me not to feel yourself down than anyone. I know it. I have felt it. Even if I can prove it. I was weeping because he was right. I should be proud of myself. I broke my heart. 18 November 2024. Last day here in Japan. I continue to live among these unusual people. I'm glad that I'm becoming more and more familiar with these people. Everyone is polite, everyone smiles and bows. I have seen they are an intriguing people. From the moment they wake up, they devote themselves to the perfection of whatever they pursue. I have never seen such discipline in my life. I'm surprised to learn that the word samurai means to serve. I will miss you. I'll miss you, Japan. I will miss you, everyone. That's it.
So good. Right.
Claps, kudos to you.
No, I was just about to read this thing on the last day of hotel, but you know,
Now I make sure that this portion of the video will go to that, what is that group, WhatsApp
oh,
group, and everybody will be able to listen to it.
Right.
thank you so much, guys. I'll miss you, man. I'm missing you guys, and yeah, thank you.
Same.
Same for me. Same for me. Like
Same.
Same for everyone, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So true.
mm,
So true.
so
So we have to wind up this call,
okay,
but before that,
okay,
it's okay.
okay.
It's okay. खत्म हो गया पॉडकास्ट अभी